Lemon Lounge, where we match you with live arts you'll enjoy. I am Cindy Marie Jenkins, and today we're talking to our teen correspondents about the shows that they chose and enjoyed at the Hollywood Fringe Festival. Kristine Ngo is our co-host today. She is an incoming first year at UCLA and an alumna of CTG Student Ambassador Program, which is where we met. A self-proclaimed pun enthusiast, she also likes pugs and puzzles and is excited to be experiencing the Hollywood Fringe Festival for the first time. Welcome, Kristine.
Thank you. I'm really happy to be here.
We also have Liam O'Donnell joining us. He is performing in Generation Me the musical and soon goes off to the musical theater summer program at Cap 21 in New York. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you so much for having me.
Marcus Wells, sorry. He also is in Generation Me the musical, and Marcus enjoys coffee as much as he enjoys his theater.
Thank you for having me.
As always, we're going to start with our Lemon Lounge top picks. So Kristine, out of all the shows you saw at the Hollywood Fringe Festival, what are your picks?
Okay, my first pick is Friends Like These, and it's about 5 high school students just trying to live their lives. And it is punctuated by a rather ominous event, and that is a school shooting. While it's very serious, at times it's absolutely hilarious, and there's an incredible LARPing scene in the middle of it all. So my second pick is Women, and it's a mashup of Little Women and the HBO show Girls. And the great thing about it is you don't really need to know anything about either one, as I didn't. And it's snarky and witty, and Beth dies, and that's all you need to know to prepare for this show.
That's their hashtag, Beth dies. Liam, what are your top Lemon Lounge picks?
Okay, so my top pick is 52 Pickup, which is a story about a couple, and pretty much there's 52 scenes, and at the top of the show, each scene is represented by a card. At the top of the show, they shuffle the cards up, and it kind of goes crazy, and it's super fun, really simple and really funny, and sad at some parts, but it's a great show. So I also chose Lyndon Arden Stole the Highlights, which is written and performed by Colin Mitchell, and it's based off the Van Morrison song Lyndon Arden Stole the Highlights, and it's also another simple show, but pretty much he creates this story about the song for an hour, and it's super fun, really funny. I enjoyed it a lot.
And he didn't know Colin Mitchell was the editor of Bitter Lemons when he chose this as his pick. And Marcus, what are your top picks?
Yes, my first pick was the Best of 25 Plays Per Hour, which is 25 2.5-minute plays in an hour, so it's just super jam-packed plays and super fun. And then some random serious things thrown in there, so it's an emotional roller coaster. And my second pick was YOLO Solo, which is a one-woman act of a woman traveling to Hollywood and pursuing her career of being an actress and all the struggles she faced.
Cool. Now, hearing about all of your picks, and there's so many other Fringe shows that are geared towards teens or that say they want teens in the audience that you didn't choose, or maybe you didn't choose as your picks. So I'm wondering, what was it that attracted you to these different shows, and then why did they really become the ones that you want people to see?
I guess being a teen, I don't really get to dictate what time I get to come home. So a lot of it was, all right, this show ends before 10 o'clock, so see as many as I can before then. And a lot of them turned out to be really pleasant surprises, some that maybe based off the bio I wasn't thrilled about, just kind of mildly intrigued, and they turned out really well. So that was one way of picking them, I guess.
For me, I just pretty much looked and saw if I was interested at all, and if I was, I went for it, and most of the time I am very pleased with what I see. So like 52 Pickup, I was already very interested, and then it was just like super awesome.
What was it that really interested you to see it?
It's such a cool concept. It's like 52 cards, 52 scenes, 2 people, 1 couple, 1 love story, just like cool. Yeah. Sounds fun.
And who's the love story about?
It's about, well, we don't really know, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, we don't really know. But
do they have names?
Nope.
No? Whoa, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And you see their love or their relationship out of order.
Yeah, pretty much. It's out of order. So sometimes they're together, sometimes they're not together, and you just kind of
And you texted me yesterday, like, I have to see this.
Yeah, Liam told me about it, and so I decided, I was like, oh, I have to go now, because he told me it was really good. and after I saw it, it was amazing. And it was another friend came with me, and she saw it with Liam, and they had different actors playing the couple than when I saw it.
Oh,
And
cool.
so it was like it was
Yeah.
the same story but different people, so it was like a different take on it.
Yeah, because we looked at it and they
There's
had.
like, I think there's 8 actors,
Yeah, so 4 different couples.
4 different couples.
That's really
Yeah,
fun.
it's really, really cool.
I
Yeah.
feel like title-wise, that's really interesting just because I've played 52 pickup.
Not-
Have you played 52 pickup?
Not a fun game.
It's,
I've never played it.
there's 52 cards,
And then
and
just
someone
throw
throws
them.
them up in the air,
They're
and then
like-
you pick them up.
Yeah.
So it's
So it's like dating.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And what was it about the relationship that really grabbed you guys in the story?
The 2 actors I saw, it was so simple, and it was pure, and it just seemed real. That was like the big thing for me, is that it seemed so real. And I was just like watching this real couple. I don't know if they are a real couple or not, but yeah, it was just very, very real, which is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool to see all parts of a relationship too. Usually, movies and stuff, you see like the little honeymoon phase and stuff. But you got to see them getting together, them breaking up, their little fights that they had and stuff, and what tore them apart.
Cool. So that was 52 short scenes, and then 25 plays per hour.
It was just 25 completely different plays, except they had a couple reoccurring ones.
Yeah.
Nice. And what did you really enjoy about that? Why should people choose that in their last week of Fringe to see?
It's a good show to see if you're looking for a laugh, but also you get to see inside like the minds of like other people and stuff. And so you think there's something serious, and you think it's gonna be funny again, and then all of a sudden you realize it's not, and you kind of get like a sudden truth about it.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
Cool.
this is their best of, so I've seen a couple of them.
Mm-hmm.
Do they do the one with the dress?
Yes,
yeah.
that was
Oh
one of my
God,
favorites.
the dress one.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Really good stuff.
Gosh, I wish I'd seen it.
It's so good.
Like, what's this
It's
about
so
a
good.
dress?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
real. 25 plays per hour, and if they don't actually do them in an hour, well, they buy the audience drinks, but sorry
Is that
guys.
For, so not
Dang.
Yeah.
teens.
But Friends Like These is about teenagers.
Yeah, and I
Oh.
was just thinking about what he was saying about it being real, and I feel like this is one that doesn't really minimize the pain of that like people can go through during high school. I feel like it accurately showcases that teenagers can go through tough things too, and it's not like some in which they could have made fun of it, but like, oh, my life is so hard. I'm a teenager. I don't have real problems. But it's like, no, these are real problems.
Well, and that's actually interesting because I feel like people make a lot of assumptions about teenagers and what they call millennials now and everything, especially with like what problems you have. I mean, if I remember way back, yes, I remember that. What do you think that some people like in YOLO Solo or any of the other shows made any assumptions about you guys that you would like to talk to them about or address?
Yeah, especially in YOLO Solo, there's a lot of overuse of like hashtags and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like they were everywhere, and the word YOLO too. I mean, I know it was in the title, but it seemed like she was trying to relate to our generations, but like it was kind of like shoving it down our throat a little bit.
Oh.
But it still had a good storyline, but it was still a bit stereotypical of our generation.
Interesting.
It's like I feel hashtags are meant to be used sparingly and not really something that you put a lot of.
I mean, a lot. Like I hear some marketers be like, "Oh, if we want to get the teens in, then we need to like let them tweet during the show or put a put a hashtag in the title or something."
I agree with that.
And like Friends Like These is teenagers, but they're not being played by teenagers. Did you feel like that was detrimental in any way, or?
No, I mean, like, you can kind of tell that they're not teenagers, but it wasn't a complete distraction just because I think in TV and everywhere else, most of the time teenagers aren't really played by teenagers, like on Glee.
Yeah.
Some of them are like in their 30s, so.
I remember back to the first Beverly Hills 90210. They were not at all teenage.
Our favorite show.
And what about like Lyndon Arden? I don't know anything about that song or anything like that. You loved that song. You went into it And
Yeah. No, actually, I've never heard it. I hadn't
cool.
heard it. Yeah, I heard it for the first time at the end of the show. We tried listening to it before, but it didn't really work. But yeah, it was. I didn't know what to expect, really. I didn't know what that song was about at all, and yeah, it was really, really cool. Just kind of,
because he takes a song and he just like draws out a character.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
his story.
It's not a long song either. It's pretty short, which
feel like-
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's like what you want if you're doing something like inspired by a song or like a TV show. You would want someone who has not seen it and still be able to enjoy it. Like,
Absolutely.
but I think if you do know it, you probably enjoy it a lot more. Like I heard with women, there's a scene where they're in a bathtub and she's like eating a cupcake, and it's from the show directly. Also with Romeo and Juliet in Hell, if you've read any Shakespeare, I think you could probably get more out of it.
I've never seen Girls, and I don't remember. I know a little bit about Little Women. All I knew is that Beth dies.
Well, you know now.
I know. Hashtag Beth dies. But that was really cool that you didn't need to know that going in as well. And it was only like 25 minutes too. Great. So this is a really great variety of shows, and I'm so happy that you guys were able to see so many. And I'm absolutely have to go see 52 Pickup right now. And a lot of the shows that we talked about today were at Theater Asylum, and that is actually where we're filming the Lemon Lounge, at the Elephant Space. So Sarah is back to help you find the right space for the show that you are here to see.
Hi, I'm Sarah Fenton with the Lemon Lounge, and I'm standing at the corner of Lillian Way and Santa Monica Boulevard, and this corner is densely packed with theater. It may not look like it from the outside, but behind me is home to 5 different theaters. The Theater Asylum, the Elephant Space, the Asylum Lab, the Elephant Studio, and the Lillian Theater. Come on, let me show you around. This is Theater Asylum. If you have tickets to a show here, you want to line up outside the box office here on Santa Monica Boulevard. Right next door, we have the Elephant Stage. The box office is just inside here on the corner of Santa Monica Boulevard and Lillian Way. Follow me right around the corner to our other spaces. Here on Lillian Way, you'll find the entrance to both the Asylum Lab and the Elephant Studios. They share an entrance here, and the box office for both of these are here on the street. Kind of looks like a bar. Hi, box office. The entrance is just here behind me. To your left, you'll find the Asylum Lab, and to the right is the Elephant Studios. Follow me to the Lillian Theater. Here we are in front of the Lillian Theater, just steps down the street from the Asylum Lab and the Elephant Studio. If you have tickets to a show here at the Lillian, you can pick them up just behind this door in the lobby, where you'll see a beautiful chandelier. As always, we'd love to hear from you. Join the conversation on Twitter at Lemon Lounge LA or via our website, thelemonlounge.com. I'm Sarah Fenton for the Lemon Lounge, and we'll see you at the theater. Enjoy the show.
I asked our teen correspondents to suggest shows for you to see next weekend for our Make a Night of It segment. In the back of your Fringe guide, there's a venue map, and that is where we begin. So, for a leisurely Friday night dinner, Liam and Marcus reminded me of this great restaurant, Jones, which is right over here, past the west of La Brea on Santa Monica. What'd you guys like about it?
It was just you got a big meal for a small amount of money, especially for LA. Something you could definitely take a plate and share for 2.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And then if you're there on Friday night, you can then go see the 10:15 p.m. show, Songs for a New World, down here, number 3. And who wanted to see that?
I did. I really like Jason Robert Brown's work. And then also I'm intrigued by the fact that the characters don't really have names, just like 52 Pickup.
Awesome. It leaves a little room for the imagination. If you want to go out on Saturday, there is a 2 p.m. performance of the Fantastics here at the Lillian near Theater Asylum, number 8 on your map. Who wanted to see Fantastics?
I did want to see the Fantastics. On the Fringe website, I've seen a lot of great reviews about it.
Cool. It's Good People Theater Company. They always have quality work. And then the show lets you out around 4 p.m. So we're at Theater Asylum. Where should people eat?
You can go to Eat This by the Hudson.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, really,
It's
really
a
good.
nice little lunch and dinner restaurant.
And that is just a little ways down here, right here at the corner of Santa Monica and Hudson. And you can just grab a Fringe guide at Eat This, and then if you still want to go out to see a show, pick something that's coming up next that looks good to you. The cool thing is you can just pick something out of the Fringe guide, take a chance, and see a good show. Here we are at our last segment, Rant and Rave. Everybody gets 20 seconds to rant or rave about anything they would like, on theme or the Fringe, whatever. Kristine, are you ready? And go.
I know it can't always be helped, but it would be great if the show ran on time and didn't go 30 minutes over, because some teenagers have parents waiting in the car and get very angry. And also, to end on a positive note, it's always nice if you give out free banana bread before the show. Shout out to Identity Crisis. I enjoyed it very much. It was wonderful. I enjoy banana bread.
Done. Great. Liam, you ready?
I'm born ready.
3, 2, 1.
I just don't understand why we can't go into the Fringe Central. I mean, I know I'm not 18, but the Fringe Central looks so fun. I had to be escorted in to get my press pass, right? And I was just so upset because David and Lehman were performing in the cabaret, and I was just like, ugh. But what's the deal with bottled Cokes? Seriously, there's lots of bottled Cokes here.
In LA?
Yeah.
Done. Okay. Marcus, you ready?
So ready.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, I should need to rave a little bit because like the people in all these casts are just the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life. Like they come to the shows and they're just the nicest people. But I need to rant a little bit because like there's no Dr. Pepper in LA like at all. All there is bottled Coke, which is $3 for 3 sips, and I'm just tired of it. Okay.
Liam and Marcus are from Sacramento. All right, I have a very short one. Can you keep an eye on the time?
Yes, I got you.
Okay, and assumptions are your worst enemy when you're building your audience. So please, if you think that your show is for a specific group, talk to them, ask them, show them your description, show them your postcard you're thinking of for the show, show them options, and see if it might actually attract them to go to the show. Thank you for joining us today. Please leave your feedback on the show in the comments.
We would like to thank Theater Asylum for their generous support.
And thank you all again, our teen correspondents, for joining the Lemon Lounge team. You can still catch Liam and Marcus at Generation Me the Musical at the Hudson Theater. Their last shows are Friday and Saturday at 7:30 p.m. Hope we will see you back in LA soon. I promise I will bring you Dr. Pepper. Now, all the shows that we talked about are linked below in the doobly-doo. I'm Cindy Marie Jenkins.
And I'm Kristine Ngo.
I'm Marcus Wells. Stay beautiful.
I'm Liam O'Donnell signing off. Stay classy, guys.
This was the Lemon Lounge Teen Edition. We will see you soon.